Hello, I'm PS3 and welcome back to the video. Today I want to talk about ladders in Minecraft. Particularly, I want to go through some of the fun facts you might not have known about ladders, because most people assume it's a one-dimensional block that, oh, by the way, you can go up them, you can go down them. Isn't that the craziest thing? Hope you all enjoyed the video. But no, in all seriousness, ladders are a lot more complex than that. They've got some really weird functionality, and in today's video I want to talk about 5 little weird things about the ladder you might not have known before watching this video. So hopefully you all do enjoy it. You can like the video if you do, because it helps out the channel, and lets us know you do like these 5 fun fact videos. But with that said, let's get straight into the first fun fact you might not have known about ladders, which is to do with the way they're placed down. Because if you know, this is something you might have accidentally done before, but it's a really strange thing for the ladder and very few other blocks where if you place it on the side of a block you can't, instead of just saying, oh yeah, it can't be placed there, instead it tries to place it somewhere nearby. So if you try to place ladders on glass, fun fact, you cannot do that. You know, as you can see, no ladders on glass, but if you try to place ladders on glass and there's another block nearby, it can actually place it on that block. So if I'm placing it right here, as you can see, the ladder is instead placed on the red sandstone block. That's a little bit weird. If I do it just over here on, you know, even the block in front of it, it'll place it to the left as well, because if you place ladders on the wrong block, then the game will try and find a right block and it will place it there instead. Very strange, only really applies to the ladder and a few other blocks you place in the wall, and it's just one of those weird things that only the ladder really does. The second interesting thing about the ladder, in my opinion, is the fact that it's a texture which you can only see from one side. So I thought this might just be because it's a wall texture, but vines, for instance, you can see from both sides. Here's a vine from this side, here is a vine from this side. It has a full 3D texture, or at least, you know, a texture on both sides, but for some reason, whether it's laziness or whether it's what, you cannot see the ladder unless you are on one side of it. As you can see, the moment you go past it, you know, in terms of your like X coordinates, as soon as you go past it, you literally cannot see the ladder at all, which can probably be used to, you know, confuse or troll people in some ways, because like, oh, what am I going to do? Oh, it's a secret ladder that you can only see once you climb out over the edge of something. Very strange stuff, and it's just one of those weird things about the ladder. Again, I assume it's there as like they didn't assume it, you know, needed to be seen because it's against a wall, and then they just never gone back and fixed it. But it's one of those, again, strange things, only applies to the ladder, doesn't even apply to the equivalent block, the vine, which you can see from both sides, which I don't understand why they don't just copy paste the ladder texture onto the other side, but that's just one of those weird things about Minecraft. Another weird thing about Minecraft, and particularly to the ladders, is the fact that they can only be placed once per block. Once you place a ladder here, it takes up the entirety of the block, so no ladder can be over there. However, the other block, again, if vines and ladders, they're suspiciously similar. The vine, you know, thing even mentions how like, oh, it's super similar to ladders, but the thing is vines can be placed multiple times per block, and as you can see, this is just one block of vines, which is a little bit strange, right? I mean, it takes up the whole block, but still, the fact that you can have 2 vines per block, but only 1 ladder, very weird things, and what makes that even weirder is the fact that the vines can't naturally be placed like that, you have to place it yourself. So, you can't naturally place like that, it has to grow. So if I try and do that, as you can see, it removes the vine from before, but the vine can actually grow into that space in one of these weird, like, oh, so the ladder can't do that, but the vine can. But yeah, only 1 ladder can exist per space. You can't have multiple sets of ladders taking up the same block, but you can have multiple sets of vines, which is why you might want to use vines instead, because you can use them on both sides of a wall. And again, it's an advantage of ladders over vines you might not have known about. The next secret thing to do with the ladders is the fact that they allow you to crouch over the edge of a block a little bit further than you might figure. You might assume all of this wall right here, you can crouch out the same distance, and as you can see, it's mostly the same, like I'm the same distance out from the floor, right, until you come to the ladder. The ladder allows you to go all of this extra space out right here, and as you can see, you can use that to either get yourself trapped in a corner, if you really want to like have a perfect position. You can use it to like stand above nothing in the most extreme way humanly possible. Like really, what am I even standing on right now? But yeah, you can use it to kind of stand out over nothing in the most extreme way possible, or you can just use it as a, you know, again, it's like a secret way to climb out that little bit further, and then you can obviously use that to get further jumps, because as you can see, I can, if I can walk out to here instead, that means I can jump a little bit further from here, which might be important, might be a cool thing for parkour, and it's something important to know that most people probably don't. So yeah, ladders, they're allowed to crouch out a little bit further, and it's a very strange, it feels weird the first time you do it. I totally recommend giving it a try, but it's not quite as weird as this last fun fact about the ladder, which is the most important one, because the ladder can save your life. That's right, a ladder will literally save your life if you can do this thing correctly. So this mostly only works if you're running and jumping's the thing you're trying to, you know, get onto. If you're just trying to, you know, go straight down like this, a bucket of water or a slime block is better. But there is a situation, let me show you just how impossible this actually is. Oh, I actually survived, but it's nearly impossible to do it on a straight down block like that. I just got very lucky, it seems. But if you try it on something where you're running and jumping, you usually have much better success, because you can run, jumps the thing, and then place the ladder just before you know, horizontally hit it. So let me show you an example. Over here, you can see there's a, you know, I want to jump to that because there's stuff. I can't get down any other way, but if I use my ladders in just, oh no, I messed it up a little bit. But if I use my ladders in just the right way, and I get this done just perfectly, which we'll try right now. What you can actually do is you can survive like a running fool and mess up a couple of times in a row like that. But you can actually, you know, do this just perfectly, and if you do, then you can survive the fall. So as you can see, I almost did it just there, and if you... I'm building as like a staircase of ladders, and I'm going against my own point, but if you do this just right, you can actually land on the ladder, do perfectly like that, and save yourself some fall damage. It's really fun, it makes you feel really great, and it will save your life sometimes, unless you're terrible like me and you die 3 times in a row. But yeah, it's something worth mentioning. If you can place the ladder just before you fall, you can do amazing things, and one of the, you know, the PvP clips they showed off in the insane PvP moments, someone used, you know, explosions to knock themselves into the enemy's base, place ladders on the side, and it's one of the, you know, it's just one of those things where you can feel extra cool in Minecraft, and if you can feel great and feel amazing, then why won't you? So yeah, there is 5 fun facts about the ladder. The final bonus fun fact is the fact that the ladder was one of the very first pieces of furniture in Minecraft. People think there's no furniture in Minecraft, but there is some furniture. There is the chest, there is the ladder, and there is the door, and yeah, that is a thing you might not realize. That yeah, ladder, I guess, does count as furniture in some weird way. At least that's how Notch counts it, and there is your 6/5 fun things you didn't know about the ladder. I hope you did all enjoy the video. You can like it if you did, because it helps out the channel, and let us know you do like this kind of older style of video. I haven't done one in a while. Share it if you really liked it, and subscribe if you're new around here, because I make videos like this one every single day on my channel, and if you subscribe, you'll see them daily on your homepage. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you